All right, guys, I'm here to announce the drop of a brand new mystery box. You've been waiting. You know how many messages I've gotten? When is your next mystery box? When are you dropping a new mystery box? Well, you know, I've been working hard on ScentFest SF happening here in a few weeks. So if you haven't gotten your tickets to ScentFest, please do. Make sure to get the 3-day passes because you'll get more out of the show, especially now that we have approximately six panel sessions per day. So that's around 15 for the whole event. So it's scent sessions presented by Amouage. And so now that we have those planned out, you're going to need a lot of time at the show. So get yourself a 3-day pass, whether it's the VIP or the general admission. But get the tickets. And that's the reason why I wasn't able to coordinate the mystery box samples, because I've been working with the brands to bring them to ScentFest SF. But finally, we have a new mystery box. It's 14 samples, and I'm going to talk to you about the fragrances that are in the mystery box. It's dropped now. Go get them before we run out. We don't have a lot, and this is also a smaller box because the last one we did was back in December. So it's been about 7 months. 7? Yeah, 7 months, December until January. So it's been around 7 months since we did a mystery box. So we're long overdue. And so this will sell out really fast because people really, really love these boxes. So it's 14 samples. Let's go over the fragrances one by one. Some of these fragrances I don't know very well, so I'm going to smell them and tell you as much as I can on camera. And I'll have more details next weekend when we have the actual reveal of the fragrances. So the first one I'm going to talk to you about is, to me, a woody, spicy, slightly fruity leather fragrance. Let's quickly smell this. So this is a sample. It's a brand new fragrance. Well, I would say it's one of the newer fragrances from the house. It's a very smooth and very creamy, velvety smooth, kind of a suede leather. But lots of spices, that slight fruitiness that's kind of sticky. And you've got the leather in here, the woods. It's a bit ambery, slightly vanillic. But it's very, very smooth. One of the smoothest. And it kind of almost acts gourmand. But I think it acts gourmand because of its creamy consistency more than actually gourmand. Because for me, it's more leather, it's more woods and spices, and that fruitiness mixed with the vanilla and of course the sandalwood creates this kind of a creamy effect. It's a great, great leather fragrance, but lots of woods and spices, as I said. So that's the first sample that's in the kit. Now, this is not in any specific order. It's a mixed bag, so you'll pick them up in a box like this, or you'll receive them in a box like that. And all the samples are different sizes and things like that. So let's talk about the next one. So the next one is a new extrait de parfum that this house launched. In fact, they launched, I think, 5 extrait de parfum fragrances. And these are extrait de parfum fragrances of not existing fragrances. So it's not fragrances that they had in their collection in EDP in launching an extrait. So they are brand new extraits. This is tobacco. This is tonka, very spicy, kind of warm, spicy. There's a lot of amber and balsamic notes here. There's a little bit of oud, a little bit of leather, saffron. It's a bit smoky, resinous for sure. It's super potent, really intense. I think you'll love it. There's a slight classic touch in here. They don't mention cloves. I pick up something clove/cinnamon-like in here. But really, really loving this one. So good. So super intense. It's one of my favorite French houses. I'm giving you guys a clue there. But I can't believe we got this one because the fragrance itself was pretty pricey. And I don't even see the fragrances have arrived in the States yet. I actually experienced these fragrances in their store in Paris, and I coordinated with them to feature this particular fragrance in the mystery box. So really happy with this one, super happy. If you like tobacco, it's tobacco leaves, but they've thrown in smoky notes, There's all kinds of stuff happening. Amber, balsamic, oud, leather, spices. And I get the smoke in there. And I get something clove cinnamon-like in there that adds this kind of warmth, spicy that I really like. So that's the second fragrance in the mystery box. These are not in any order, so I'm just reading them to you as the order that they were received in. So the next one is a skin scent. It's a skin scent that's very clean and soapy and super powdery. So it's got notes like musk, it's got patchouli, slight fruitiness from rhubarb. There's amber, there's olibanum, but it's so sexy. Super awesome. Again, it's a skin scent, so you're not going to have a fragrance that's going to be a showstopper. Somebody has to get close to you to smell you, to pick up your scent. And actually, your body heat will actually, intensify the smell as well. So you'll leave a trail, but it's not a beast mode trail. It's a light scent. But for me, I love fragrances like this. I feel like there's also iris in here. I'm not sure it's mentioned as a note because it comes off quite powdery. But whatever they've done together, it creates this nice, clean, slightly soapy, powdery, musky offering. Really great. Love that. So that is one of the samples in the latest mystery box. I'll reveal them a week from today. I should also say this house and the first house we spoke about will be at ScentFest SF. Not the second one, that's the tobacco, but the first house with the creamy, woody leather. And the third one here, I just spoke about the skin scent, the clean one, the soapy, clean, powdery, musky. They will be present at our ScentFest SF. So get your tickets, please. Come and meet these houses. Next week when I reveal the names of the fragrances and the brands, you can find out who they are. But so far, 2 of the 3 I've spoken about will be at ScentFest SF. So the next fragrance, to me, is a patchouli balm. So if you're a lover of patchouli, if you love fragrances like Psychedelic, Reminiscence, Patchouli, Patchouli Antique from Lene Reeds, and those kind of fragrances, then you're probably going to like this one because it's patchouli, there's cinnamon, there's amber, there's vanilla, there's cypress, there's a little powdery notes like iris, it's a bit aromatic, and of course a slight light mandarin in there as well. To me, I feel like there's a little bit of a chocolatey edge here and a slight reminder of something like Gozo from Jeroboam. So imagine if Jeroboam's Gozo had a baby with Javoy's Psychedelic. That's kind of what I get from it, because I do find it to be chocolate cakey, but it's not a gourmand. You get that effect, the chocolate cake effect with the patchouli that's mixed with resins and vanilla. And you have that very interesting head shop-like smell that Gozo is known for, both present here. And that's kind of what I like about this patchouli that we've got. This brand is not at the show, not at ScentFest SF, but I'm happy that the fragrance is featured in the latest mystery box. So yeah, check that out. The patchouli lovers will like this. If you love psychedelic, Gozo fragrances like that, you're going to definitely like this sample that's in the latest ScentClub Mystery Box. All right, this next one is a fun and playful fragrance. Super fruity, a little bit waxy. On my skin, it's a bit waxy, like wax fruits I get from this. But it has a very interesting combination of fruits, lots of woods. There's musky notes. There's caramel. There's definitely something crunchy happening, almost like the crunch of a fruit, like apples. It's creating a bit of an apple-y effect, but it has raspberries. There's rose. I think it's the rose that's creating this kind of a slight apple-like effect. For me, sometimes I smell rose on the apples, especially in the core area. So that's kind of what I'm getting, kind of like a very fragrant apple with the mix. But there's also grapefruit here. There's some ginger. There's some vetiver. But it's a super fruity, but a little waxy. Once you get past that waxiness when it's first sprayed, then you're starting to notice the apple's crisp crunchiness. but juiciness as well. So I feel like this is perfect for summer wear if you like fruity fragrances. There's a green side to the fruits. It's almost like green stems of the rose, and it kind of gives me a little bit of an apple core and the juice of the apple mixed together. Very interesting combo. So this is a fragrance featured in our latest mystery box, and you'll find it in here. It's a very new fragrance. It just launched recently. So far, I've spoken about several very new fragrances. I think one of them was from like 2-3 years ago, but the rest of them are very modern. The next one is a very unique fragrance. This actually I specifically chose to feature here. It's one of my favorite fragrances from this house, and I don't know if it's a very popular or hyped in the community, and also I'm not sure if it is hyped for this brand, but I absolutely love this. This is very sexy. To me, it acts like there's lots of musks in here, but it's more like resinous notes. But it doesn't come off ambery, even though it's got those resinous notes, because it also has grapefruit or yuzu in it, some warm spices, a bit some floral notes, like woods like vetiver. But I feel like even though it has these like resinous notes, you can totally wear this in the summer, in the heat, because it's overdosed with a lot of yuzu. It's juicy, it's dry, it's a bit bitter tart, and of course lots of woods and spices and resinous notes. But to me, it acts like there's musk in here, which I love. I really love this one. So I'm happy that it's in our latest mystery box. Check it out. It's an awesome scent. All right, next fragrance is from I should say, this is, to me, smells a bit Middle Eastern. It is created by Jordi Fernandez, I should say. I would say this is musky, amber, woody, Middle Eastern style offering. Lots of resins here, super duper resinous. There's also earthy notes, woods. Very masculine leaning, I think, this one. If you like the idea of amber, woods, musk, earthy notes, spices, this one will satisfy. And I just give you a little bit of a clue there. It's fragrance created by Jordi Fernandez. But happy to have this in the kit. It's a mystery box. It's from several years ago. It's not fairly new, but definitely several years ago. But I think it's underrated enough that people need to discover it. Anyway, so that is that one in our latest mystery box. Now this next one is really new. Fairly new. It just launched actually, and this is one of the most unique samples in the kit. So you'll be able to discover it once you get the box. And I'm obsessed with this one. It's so awesome. But if you're not into powdery offerings, maybe this might not stand out for you, but it's an overdose of powder. Just imagine a bag of flour exploded and you have this powder floating everywhere. So that's how powdery it is. I think it's an iris bomb, super duper irisy, and I think they've also thrown in carrot in there. Carrot kind of has a iris-like effect. But there's spices, there's musk, there's violet. There's definitely violet. Well, no, I don't think violet is mentioned as a note, but to me, it's very violet-y. But wow, it's good. I do get a little bit of cumin spice in here, very lightly, and I think it's coming from the combination of the notes. But I don't think it's featured as a note. But I love this. I really love it. A lot of iris, as I said, but it doesn't have anything to do with fragrances like Dior Homme Intense or Parfum. It's its own unique thing. It does have a little bit of a reminder of makeup, though. So that is really great. A very new fragrance that is in our latest mystery box. Now, this next one is a fun and playful peachy fragrance. Very new brand. This brand will be at our show but not exhibiting on their own. So giving you more clues. I think the brand founder will be at our show too. This is very candy-like. It's almost like peach candy. Could also, like, imagine putting a peach, like, hard candy in your mouth. Sometimes when I go to sushi, there's a little bowl of little candies, hard candies. Kind of reminds me of some of those candies where you're familiar with the fruit, but it's twisted a little bit, you know? It tastes a little different. And this gives me that kind of an effect. But it's super duper peachy, like, oh my God, over the top peach. There's a slight zest to it as well, but also a little bit of effervescence. Very fun. It's very fun. I think this will be a very fun fragrance for someone who's looking for something not serious, something very playful and fun. All right, so that is a new fragrance. That is a brand that's going to be at our show. So let's see, where's the list of brands? So we got 1, 2. So we have 4 brands out of everything that I've spoken about so far that will be present at our show, which is kind of cool. Now let's move on to the next. That's it though. That's it. 4 of the 10 samples, the brands will be at our show. The rest of the brands will not be at our show. I tried to get them to come, but next year they'll come for sure after they see how great of a job we've done with year 1. But this next one is a delicacy in France, super delicious delicacy with, like, it's almondy, doughy, fruity, and rosy. Buttery, creamy as well. Literally smells like little fluffy cookies or something. You have that buttery, powdery texture, the fruitiness from the fruits that are in here, and of course you've got super yummy rose. Sorry, it's making a little bit of noise there. But I love how realistic it smells, and it's a delicacy that's very popular that you can actually wear. So yummy. Very realistic. That's what I like about it. I love that kind of buttery, almost flaky nuttiness that gives you that realistic experience. So that is awesome. That's fairly recent launch for that one. I think it launched last year, probably around the autumn of last year. So thankfully we have that in our kit. This next one's brand spanking new. It just launched. In fact, it's probably just rolling out right now. This is a tea-focused fragrance with pistachios, and it's a nice combo of pistachio with a milky tea. So it's nutty, it's lactonic, a little green. It's a fun fragrance. There's some ambery balsamic notes in the dry down, light woods, and a little bit of citruses in there as well. So up top, the citruses freshen the experience. It eventually warms up. You have more of a creamy lactonic texture. And of course, the nutty tea notes come in as well. It's quite delicious. It's really, really new. It's a brand new fragrance. So I'm glad to have it here that you guys can check it out. Who's a fan of tea in fragrances? It's almost like coffee is the one that always wins out, but tea fragrances are also fun. I enjoy them. And for me, they give me a very soothing, relaxed feel, and that one definitely gives me that. But this next fragrance is a super intense amber floral offering. Very spicy, a bit tropical floral, peppery, woody, earthy. So this is a few years old. I'm glad to have it because it is an extrait de parfum. It's super concentrated. And I didn't give this one a chance for some strange reason. But now that I'm experiencing it here, wow. Super concentrated. It's also one of my favorite perfumers. It has his signature for sure, but it's very, very resinous and ambery, super ambery. Do you guys like amber and white floral or floral notes mixed together to create that kind of amber floral style? Let me know, add a comment below. So the next one is, we've got 2 more left. So the next one is probably the most gourmand in the collection, and it's a gourmand bomb. Literally, like, it's a dessert. Like, if you spray it, I'm like, wow. It's like chocolate spread. Oh my. Whew, that is Nutella on a salty crackers or something. Oh my God, that's good. Yum. Man, as a child, I was addicted to Nutella. It was one of my favorite treats. I used to just love it. And I used to spread it on bread and eat it. And I don't do that. I don't even eat Nutella anymore. But this is so realistic. Wow. That's delicious. Anyway, I'm so happy I got that one in our kit. Really awesome. So that's number 13 fragrance I'm talking about. Just keep in mind, these are not in order, any specific order. You'll find it here. And yeah, and then there's one more that I'm going to talk to you about. And this last one is vanilla, but spicy and smoky. Not a gourmand whatsoever. Which sometimes I prefer my vanillas to be spicy. There's definitely, keep putting my elbow on that box. So for sure you've got leather here. You've got peppery notes, powdery notes, and of course lots of vanilla. It's a very dry experience. Great combination of notes though. I think it's a great scent. It's also super concentrated. So you'll have a long-lasting experience here. So that's it. 14 samples in our latest kit. 4 of the brands that are featured here will be at our show. The others are not at our show. Maybe next year they'll participate. But get your mystery boxes ASAP before we run out. We don't have a lot. It's also, it's been a while since I've done a mystery box. So you guys are wanting these boxes. I hope the next one comes faster. But since we were communicating with the brands for the show, I wasn't asking them about samples for the mystery boxes as well. But the show will be coming and going very soon. I'm really, really excited. As I said, if you haven't gotten your tickets, please get them. Get 3-day passes because there's an extensive, quantity of panel sessions that you guys are going to want to, participate in. And if you do, it's going to take up your day. So you'll need a few days for those. And then also to see all the brands, smell all the fragrances, create your own original fragrances, and check out the Osmotech as well. So anyway, get your tickets to ScentFest SF and pick up your latest mystery boxes, guys. It's out now. And thank you so much for watching today. If you have any questions or comments, please list below. Otherwise, like the video and share it. Please interact with the video, comment, share, things like that. So it helps with the video to reach more of an audience. Anyway, subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't. And I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.